Good morning, children. Let's talk about air and its composition. Which gas is present in the air? First of all, let's know what is air. It is a mixture of gases. It's a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water vapors. Children, if the air is pure, there is no mixing of other gases, then it has no color, no smell, and it is not having even any taste. If the box which you can see here shows the representation of the air, then you can find out the rectangles are mostly present in the box, which shows the molecules of nitrogen. Black ovals, which are the molecules of oxygen, they are still you can see. So the second most abundant gas in the air is oxygen, and black triangles, they show carbon dioxide, which you can see are very less. Only one here you can see. White triangles, they show the water vapors. The amount of water vapors, children, keep on changing, because if like see here, nitrogen is present 78%, oxygen is 21%, carbon dioxide is 0.04%. Means if 100 molecules of air we take, 78 out of them are nitrogen, 21 out of them are oxygen, even one is not there of carbon dioxide. It is less than that. Water vapors, as I told you, keep on changing. If you are near a water body, say near a lake or a river, you will find out you feel cool, then amount of water vapors is more in that place. If you are at a dry place, amount of water vapors is less. These three things, microorganisms, dust and smoke, poisonous gases, we'll discuss in next slides. Now children, let's come to this point that these gases are there in the air. Are these gases being used up, or are they getting into the air back also? Yes, it happens. It happens through different processes. Like let's talk about the processes that are taking place in the plants. First of all, respiration. What is respiration? Respiration is the process in which we take in oxygen, we breathe in and breathe out. And each and every living organism have this respiration process each and every minute. Same way, plants also respire. Children, generally we say that we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. But our nose cannot take only oxygen inside. It takes the whole gas inside the body. That's why if poisonous gases are there in the air, we'll inhale those gases also. When we inhale the gases, oxygen is being used up in the body, carbon dioxide is added into that air, and then it comes outside. The breath that we release is having more amount of carbon dioxide also, but it is also rich in oxygen. Means the oxygen which was present in the air that we inhaled is not fully used up by us. So when we breathe out, that breath can be used for a fainting person who is lacking oxygen. Means we can give first aid to a person without breathing out. Since plants are also living organisms, so they also respire. They also breathe in, they also breathe out. So in their breathing in also they use oxygen and they release carbon dioxide. Then how do we say that plants give us oxygen? Because there is another process taking place, which is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, photo means light, synthesis means to make. the process in which food is made by using the light, sunlight. So green colored plants in the presence of chlorophyll, sunlight, water and minerals, they take in carbon dioxide from the air, make their food and release oxygen gas in this process. So that's why, because they are releasing more of oxygen than the oxygen which they are using up, we say that they are good source of oxygen. Another thing, children, to make you aware, though plants are good for us, we should be near the plants, but at night we should be away from the trees. We should not sit under a tree, we should not sleep under a tree. Why? Because at night, since sunlight is not there, so this photosynthesis process do not take place. If this process will not take place, the oxygen will not be released. So only respiration process will be taking place. Means they will also be using oxygen and they will release carbon dioxide. If they release carbon dioxide, means amount of carbon dioxide is more around it. So we will feel suffocated, and so we should not sleep under a tree. Now this was about carbon dioxide and oxygen. Children, regarding nitrogen, you will come to know in the senior classes. Regarding water vapors, I have already told you that near water bodies amount of water vapors is more, and in the dry places amount of water vapors is less due to evaporation. Now, how other gases get into the air? By different activities. If we burn something, we need oxygen to burn something, and when we burn anything, carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide is released, which will go definitely into the air. Decomposition of things, garbage, when they decompose, they also release gases, carbon dioxide and methane. Children, you know that carbon dioxide we cannot smell, but methane we can smell. Same way, smoke from the factories or vehicles, they also add harmful gases into the air, and if we'll inhale in that air, they may harm us. Other thing which is present in the air is microorganisms. Which are microorganisms? Organisms that cannot be seen without a powerful microscope. A microscope is a device which is having lenses through which we can see very tiny living creatures. They are of 5 types: bacteria, fungi, algae, virus and protozoa. Children, at this level you need not to learn about the types. You should know only that microorganisms are very tiny. In detail about all these things you will come to know in the senior classes. This page is there in your textbook also, and you can see they have shown the dust particles, smoke, mold, pollen grains, grains of sand. They are also present in the air. Children, do you know that when we breathe out, when suppose we sneeze, even a tiny droplet of water that is coming outside contains millions of bacteria into it. So we should cover our nose when we sneeze. This shows some microbes which are there in your book. The biggest one is sore throat bacteria. They seems to be very much bigger here, but they are very, very small. They are of nanometers. Influenza virus, then cold virus and then poliovirus. Children, these viruses or microorganisms, they are all around us. We means our life is not possible, we can say. They are required for our life. They are harmful for us also. Like these days we are talking about coronavirus. So that is a virus which we cannot see, which is there in the air, and we can get it by breathing in, or we can if any surface is having that virus, if we touch that surface, that can enter our body. So many viruses, many bacteria, algae, fungi, all these microorganisms are around us. They are present in the air. So that's why many a time your mama says that do not leave the food uncovered. We don't consume the food which is uncovered, because microorganisms, they sit on the food and make it unfit for our use. They are good for us also, like in curd. We intentionally convert milk into curd, which is having bacteria, but that is good for us. We make bhatura or we make a naan in which we intentionally add microorganisms, but they are not harmful for us. So microorganisms, they are good for us also, and bad for us also. They are all around us. So children, you came to know that different gases are there in the air. How different gases can get into the air through human activities. Microorganisms are also there. Then dust is also there. If you enter any dark room, you may find out, if a single beam of light is entering that dark room, you will find out small dust particles floating in that light. And after some time, they all settle down. That is why the furniture or anything which are at our home, we need to dust them, because the dust which is present in the air, which we cannot see, that settles down. So hope children, you have understood what things are there in the air. So good day children. Bye bye.